What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. You're here with your girl C'Aira. Anyways, today I'm going to show you guys how I make chicken pot pie using literally 4 to 5 ingredients. So the first thing I love to use I'm making chicken pot pie. Let me just start off by saying, first, when I started making this, I was using like biscuits. And at one point in time, the first time I made it, I was like, oh my God, this is a hit. Made it the second time and, tried to switch it up and put biscuits on top. Y'all, all I'm gonna say is that the biscuits were not done. So to fight with that is a huge factor. So I end up switching what I use to Bisquick. On the side of the box, it literally shows you down here the impossibly easy chicken pot pie recipe. You go to this website, bisquick.com, and it tells you how to make the topping. The topping literally is just water, egg, and milk. Don't say you heard it from me. Anyways, you need I use chicken tenderloins. I really don't care whether I use like a small chicken breast. I just hate doing all the chopping of a big piece of chicken breast from, let's just say, Kroger or Food Lion. So all the pieces of chicken breast look just like this. I let it thaw out, and then I basically bake it in the oven and I chop it up, really good. You need your cream of chicken, condensed soup. This right here is going to make enough. I got the bigger can because with the bigger can, you can mix this with 1 can of water or milk, and this is like a lot. So this is enough to make enough if you were having like 10 people over, because mixing this and 1 cup of milk or water is a lot. You need your mixed vegetables. These are the only mixed vegetables I put in my chicken pot pie. So this just has the green beans, carrots, corn, and peas that I put into mine. I also like to use salt and pepper. So I need those 2, salt and pepper. And the topping for the Bisquick. Okay, let's talk about it. I pour that on top and I bake my chicken pot pie once everything is done. So I boil my vegetables. I make the condensed soup. I, cook the chicken. On the side, I also make an extra top because I like extra bread to my chicken pot pie. So let me show you. Okay, so here's my chicken, fresh out the oven. I'm gonna put it back in for a few minutes just to let it cook more. I have my salt and pepper in my bowl. I have my frozen vegetables on the stove heating up so that they will be ready to go into the pan with the salt and pepper. I have my cream of chicken that I am putting into the pan, and I want to use every bit of it. So what I'm going to do is get 1 cup of milk, because milk just sits around my house and goes bad. So I'm using 1 cup of milk, which is equal to the 1 cup of condensed milk that I just poured in, and I'm just going to stir it on medium until it forms. So this is dessert. It's a Marie Callender. It's ready to bake. Dutch apple pie. I love the crumbles on top. That is my favorite. So I'll be ready for that. All right, so in order to make the Bisquick mix, you're gonna mix 1 cup of the mix, and then you're gonna use 1 egg only. You're gonna add a 1/2 cup of milk, and you're gonna whip it. And so you're gonna stir it. Okay, so if you wanna make 2 batches, you need to just do the same thing. Use 2 1/2 cups of milk, 1 full cup of the Bisquick, and 2 eggs, and then add another. So then here is my steamed vegetables that I'm just putting into the pan with the salt and pepper, and there is the cream of chicken, all done. So it's nice and hot. I'm just gonna put some into the pan to basically be equivalent to the vegetables. So a little at a time, just to see what you're working with. Stir it up a little at a time. Mix in that salt and pepper. Like I said, we're gonna make it equivalent to the vegetables. All right, so this is the part I hate, chopping up chicken. You have to have the right knife, and you have to cut it up really, really good. And boom, there's some chicken in the bowl with the vegetables, cream of chicken, salt and pepper. I have one more chicken to cut up and put into the bowl. You guys can see the chicken, and you want to make the chicken equivalent to the vegetables and the cream of chicken soup. Add in more salt and pepper if you need to. So this is the amazing part. Boom, all the chicken is cut up, the cream of chicken, the vegetables, and the chicken all look equivalent to each other, and it doesn't look like there's more than something else. All right, so I'm pouring it into my little pan. That way after this, it can go in the trash. So I just pour it in, make sure I get every nook and cranny of it, measure it out. Oh, there goes my apple pie out the oven. Yes. All right, so here it is, chicken pot pie. The base is leveled out. It's ready for the Bisquick mix to go on top. Make sure you put it everywhere. So for something like this, you are gonna have to have 2 batches of it made in order to cover all of it. And this is 2 batches of the Bisquick mix that I'm mixing and pouring on top. So ready for dinner, so ready. So for those of y'all who don't know me, I like to use every single drop of what is in the bowl. I scrape the bowl so dry that I use every bit of what I make. And there it is. It's time to go into the oven on 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes in order for the Bisquick to mix and heat up the bottom. And there it is. There's dinner. Chicken pot pie and a Dutch apple pie. The top is so nice and just, oh, I'm ready.